Hey everybody, this is Barry Mankin here with Four Corners Home Inspections, and we are outside of Nashville, Tennessee on a roof. This is a metal roof structure, and then we've got this T111 siding here that we're dealing with, and we have a flashing issue. So we wanted to kind of go over, since we have a little bit of a unique situation here. The guys are here doing some repairs while I'm doing the inspection, and we're actually at a facility that's got several cabins, that sort of thing. So we want to show you how important flashing is on this particular structure, just because we have some things exposed here, and show you what water can do when things are not done properly. So I'm going to flip it around here. What we have is we've got this metal roof on a porch overhang, right? And then with that, we have this flashing right here on this T111. Great application. However, I don't know if you can notice, we've got this discoloration here. That discoloration is an indication that water's wicking up, and it's not preventing the water completely. Now, this has been, from a maintenance standpoint, it needs to be painted. It's been in this state for about 10 years or so. But then the other is, if you can see, they've got silicone along the top edge here of that flashing, and what they did was they just notched it inside the T111, which is wood, and then I put a piece of silicone behind there to kind of seal it. So they were kind of preventative, but ideally what we want to have is something called a Z or a counter flashing over this step flashing. So this is good to prevent water from getting up here in this area, but what starts up here, it's always water. It's going to find a way. So unless we have preventative measures in there, it's going to find a way to get in. Even though we have some level of flashing, we need to have a two-step process. All right, so we're going to walk along here. You can see where it's been taken apart a little bit. You can see where the discoloration gets a little bit more involved. We have some rotten wood here. And as we get down here, you can see in this particular area, we have a lot of rotten wood. So this area is exposed. Here's our flashing. You can see this lip. This lip is the only thing here that is keeping the water in. So that's not enough. That lip is etched in with a saw, and all it does is get to this point, and then they goop it with silicone. So once that silicone shrinks, water gets back in there, finds its way. It just needs a little bit to start, and then it starts to wick, and the problem compounds. So what we want to see is some counter flashing. You can see our paper here, our building paper. That's supposed to wick moisture away, but that's only really for condensation, even though it is doing its job here. If I can open this window up, you can see, maybe this one, there's some staining on the inside. It actually has a cedar panel lining. And I don't know if you can see that staining there. Way across the room, there's some staining, but you can see a little bit down there. But we've got some moisture staining that's wicking up that cedar. That was another indication for us to look on this exterior. So thankfully, the framework wasn't deteriorated yet. But since we have this application open, I asked the guys to open this up just a little bit more for us so that we can see how the building works. This is what happens. This is the ledge. This is the deterioration, right? That's all rotten. And so when this comes over here, all it does is take care of this spot, but it doesn't take care of this spot. And these grooves on this T111, that water's getting down, getting in here, wicking up and down, and creating leaks. So what we're gonna have is a Z flashing that goes up behind this T111, come out, and then down and actually cover this counter flashing. So what that does, it actually gets behind it, comes out, and then goes over. And that's the proper way to do a step and counter flashing application for a metal roof, or in a lot of instances, just about any application for even a shingled roof. So we hope this is helpful. We hope you get a good home inspection. Stay safe out there, keep your distance, all right? And we appreciate you watching. Barry with Four Corners Home Inspections. Get a good inspection.